What's going on, guys? Thanks so much for tuning in to my humble little EUC experiment here. Just ripping around on my Inmotion V14. If you know anything about the garden saga, I've got a really hysterical update for you. That little garden that I passed right there. So, as you can see, I've started taking the broad approach to the sidewalk instead of cutting through the grass. Ironically, or in some weird, strange twist of universal fate, that garden actually belongs to one of my oldest friends in Gainesville. I ended up seeing him out there, tending his tomatoes, and I just couldn't believe it. I was completely baffled. So, here I was, thinking that he was putting out more landmines to potentially block my path and, whatever else, and it had nothing to do with me, guys. Furthermore, it's my old buddy, and just who would have thought? Who would have thought? I had no earthly idea. That's just it. Anyway, it was funny. You see, had no idea. This person right here had no idea. They weren't paying attention at all. No attention at all. They were ready to see me turned into a pancake, and that's how it is always. And that's why my head is always on a swivel. You will always see me double checking, triple checking, quadruple checking before I do things like this, and then make my way across the intersection into a safer place before I double check like this, and then make my way back to the lane so that way I can continue speed and not impede exiting traffic. So here we are. Got my Usui backpack on. That's actually a work shirt. Yow, with colorful Canadian maple leaves. The helmet, I always get asked about it. I try to let you guys know in almost every video, but that's the Vega Air GPX. Out here on an electric unicycle. This is technically a self-balancing device. Guys, I absolutely love this line, this ride that I'm taking right now. The two little double jumps back there, so much fun. You just kind of get used to some of these paths that you take through your city. Do any of you guys have like lines that you love in your city? No drug references, guys, but lines that you love, like you're riding your trails. So for me, this is one of my favorites, and I absolutely adore it for all of the little things that it affords. Blending a mixture between urban and kind of street style riding with tidbits of trail techniques in certain direction change sort of mechanics. So absolutely love this ride. But electric unicycles, yeah, self-balancing devices. When I first saw these things, I had no idea that they were going to progress this far, that I was going to be able to do more than just go down to a gas station. Because, I love seeing people taking pictures here at this UF Arch thing in front of the school, in front of the Florida Gators, University of Florida thingamajigger. But I had no idea that these wheels would be so capable. Man, I love that shot. When the sun's in my back and the clouds are just feathered the way that they are, the camera gets it so nice. The richness and the colors on the shirt, just that glow off of the seat right there. Absolutely adore it. Absolutely adore it. I got the VCF pads on my wheel right now. Those are gifted from Roger Chapman. The V14's got like a 4,000 watt motor on it. It is a grunty little supernatural 16-inch wheel. Like I've mentioned, the only bad thing is that I have to replace the tires frequently because they get ripped off of the wheel. Just the rubber gets torn off. See, when I say about one of my favorite lines, that's one of the things that I love, that little trick there. There's just so many cool things that if you pay attention and you're listening, that, when I say listening, looking out, paying attention, you'll find so many cool things. Super duper excited about Grizzla's new pads. They are coming in May. Just wanted to mention something about my clear affinity, if you will, for Inmotion. And I'll put it to you like this. Have you ever gone swimming at a public pool, like a community pool, right? There's lifeguards. You go beach, there's lifeguards, right? You start drowning, somebody's going to jump in there, they're going to dive in, they're going to help you, they're going to get you back to safety and make sure that you're okay. I promise you this is going to make sense in a second. So, you've been to places that probably have had signs up that say, whether it's an apartment or a beach also, or a lake or a pond that says, no lifeguard on duty, swim at your own risk, right? So, Inmotion has the ability to dive into any of their wheels. They've had that ability since, I think, like the V11 and V12. I don't know if they had it on the V5 or V8, but I know they had it on the V12 and the V11. They have had the ability to dive into your wheel and debug it. So if you are having abnormal batteries, so if they see your battery splashing around being weird and there's voltages that are mismatching, they're going to throw you a life preserver and stop that from happening by virtue of kind of shutting down the wheel's functionality. And then they're going to have you try to communicate with customer service or customer care, and then, or they'll do it automatically through the firmware. But the fact is, they have debugging points all over the wheel, on the motherboard, the motor, on the batteries. They can check out what's going on for abnormalities. And in the newest wheels, the advanced BMSs are absolutely insane. I really don't even know what that means. Like if they can, shut down segments of batteries. I don't think it means that. I really don't think it means that. But the fact is, when you have an Inmotion wheel, you are never swimming by yourself with regard to the firmware, with regard to your motor, with regard to your batteries, with regard to your controller. And frankly, unless you're an electrical technician, and I'm not, then you're probably gonna need that support, that lifeguard. So, it's been portrayed as bad mostly, where people are like, oh, they can shut off your wheel, or they can, it's not really your wheel, or, I mean, dude, people who have had OnStar since like 2002, they could shut down your car, bro. They did that so that if somebody stole your car, just like on this V9 that's coming out, if somebody stole your car, they could shut it down. So this has been a domestic feature for a long time. Presenting it like it's some foreign terror is really weird, absurd, and a misrepresentation of the complete intent and usages of these technologies. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents. I mean, if you're gonna use a ruler, to measure things wide, then measure them wide across the board. If you're not, then don't do that. And that's just how it is. Anyway, I'm pulling up and I got to train my client. So yeah, we'll catch up later, guys. And look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Rapid fire releases, baby. Anyway, take care. It's been your boy Johnny Go Vroom. Ride safe, ride strong. Later.